Hi, I'm Mark from EzineArticles. In today's video, we're going to talk about author tools. Now, we're not going to get really specific on one particular tool. Instead, we'll be taking a quick look at each component of the author tools menu. We'll look at each of the individual tools, and we're going to go for a mile-wide and an inch-deep approach to give you an overview of some of the tools that are available to you. So let's get started. Now, first of all, you're going to need to log into your member's account. And in this case, we're going to log into Chris's account. Now that'll bring us into the authors area. If you take a look, you've got the Author Tools drop-down menu. So let's start with the View My Statistics. This contains some really powerful information, including stats for your articles, URLs, click-through rates, article views, and so on. The first stats page that you'll see is called the dashboard. It gives an overall summary of the whole account. The information may seem a little overwhelming at first, but if you take it one section at a time, it's a lot easier to absorb. The first box displays article stats. That includes an up-to-date summary of the total views, URL clicks, and click-through rate. It also has a graph that tracks the overall click-through rate over time and a list of your most viewed articles. Now the next box is filled with keyword referral stats. It shows the keywords that your readers used to find that article and the number of visitors from each keyword. Now the final box here shows stats broken down by the authors on your account. If you have alternate authors, you can see the graph shows the proportion of articles for each alternate author. Now, the dashboard also has quick shortcuts to more in-depth information for each section. You can access them by clicking on the buttons near the top of the stats page. For example, you can click on the Article Stats shortcut and get a list of all articles. If you click on the headers here, like Views, you can organize the list by that data type. This can give you an idea of the most popular topics in your niche at any time. Now moving on down to the next tool in the list, we see View My EzineArticles inbox. Now the inbox is mainly used to communicate between authors. You can occasionally get a message from somebody on our staff, but that's only going to be if your emails are bouncing. The email account that you gave in your author account is the one that we're going to use typically, unless there's some problem with that. Now in order to use this inbox, it's just like any other email system you may have used. You do have to turn it on though. So all you do is go to Edit Preferences and click on that. You're going to see this top single line here that says EzineArticles Inbox Messages. You can just turn it on or off simply by clicking on these radio buttons. Now, moving on down the line, let's take a look at the Article Diagnostic Center. Now, the Article Diagnostic Center is best when it's blank. Now, let me explain that. You can see Chris's here. It says all of your links are responding. Well, what this page is for is to check and make sure that your links in your articles are working properly. If they're broken, it'll tell you which ones need fixing. And if you see nothing here, that's a good thing. Now the next tool is creating a widget. Now widgets are a great way to show recently published articles on your own site. Some of the benefits of these widgets are that they're easy to create and install, they're highly customizable to match the color scheme of your site, and we provide the custom code, so you really don't have to think much about it. You can create a widget for you or any other EzineArticles author and then embed that within your site. To make it even better, if you scroll down the page, you can see that there's a complete video on how to create a widget for your site. So make use of this powerful tool. It is a great way to show your articles on your site. Now the next tool is creating an author sign-up box. Now this tool allows web visitors to receive email alerts when you have a newly published article. The setup is similar to the widget in that it's fully customizable. All you need to do is pull this code and paste it into your website. It's a piece of cake. All right, let's move on down to the next tool in the list. And this is View My Article Feeds. If you click on this, you can see that it's basically the same as the widget. It shows your recently published articles. It's the same outcome as the widget, it's just a little different way of getting there. If you're more of a tech head, The article feed is XML based, which is sort of an old school approach to sharing a feed. The EzineArticles widget is more of a new school, and it's a little easier to create. But if you've been around for a while and this is your preferred way of doing things, then by all means use the article feeds instead. Now the next tool is the featured author banners. These author banners are something that you can embed directly into your website or blog. They're a way to help you build your credibility, and they're really easy to integrate. Just like the widget, all you have to do is cut and paste the code. Now when someone clicks on this, it will link them directly back to your author bio. Now the next author tool is iHeartEzineArticles.com, or another way of saying it is I Love EzineArticles. Now these banners are the same thing. You can integrate these right into your sites, and they're really easy to integrate. Simply click, cut, and paste the code and embed it right into your site. This will allow you to show your love for EzineArticles. And don't we all have a lot of love for EzineArticles? So go ahead and copy and paste that code all over the place. Now the next one is View My Author Rankings. This is a great page if you're in a kind of a competitive type of person. This will allow you to see how you compare to other EzineArticles authors. It's sorted by category and allows you to compare yourself to other seasoned expert authors. Now let's move down the list to the next tool, which is article promotion. Now article promotion is a great way to help you spread the word about your particular article. You can email the details of your articles to up to 5 different people, and they'll be emailed a summary and a link to your articles on EzineArticles. If we click on this first one here, you can see what comes up. You put in your friend's name, your friend's email, and put in a personal message, and you send it on its way. So let's move on to the next tool in the list, which is BestEzines.com submission. Now BestEzines is a sister site to EzineArticles.com. It's designed to help increase the number of subscribers you have to your email newsletter or e-zine. If you've got an e-zine or an email newsletter, submit it to BestEzines.com right through your EzineArticles account. It's quick and it's easy, and it will help you grow your subscriber numbers. Now, the next tool down the list is accomplishments. If you take a look here for Christopher Knight, there's nothing there. That doesn't mean that Chris hasn't accomplished anything. Anybody who knows Christopher Knight knows he's accomplished quite a lot. But in this case, this is where you would go, for example, if you participated in the HAHD competition, or in other words, the 100 articles in 100 days. This page would have a link to get your certificate of achievement that is printable on almost any printer. Then you can frame your certificate and put it on your wall and have it there for everybody to see. Now moving on to the next tool in the list is press release submission. This is where you can submit your press releases to PressExposure.com, another sister site of EzineArticles. Again, this is a very quick and easy thing to do. The nice thing is that down at the bottom is a video that tells you all about submitting your press releases to PressExposure.com. And finally, the last tool in the list, which is title suggestions. Now this is a really powerful tool that uses all of the data EzineArticles has gained on keywords and phrases that are currently popular. A team of title writers sifts through that data and writes keyword-rich titles for each category and subcategory. Just select your niche and type in the keywords that you're interested in getting titles for. From there, you'll be able to select up to 5 of the titles, and they'll be reserved for you for a total of 7 days. Well, that's about it. We've gone through that menu from top to bottom. Now that was indeed an inch deep and a mile wide. Now what I really wanted to do is take a look at all of the different tools that are available. Use these tools to help you write high quality and more targeted articles and then submit them to EzineArticles.com. So why don't you do just that right now? Write and submit a set of articles to drive more traffic back to your website or blog. Thanks for watching.